What's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk about Arcblock. It looks like a breakout is coming. Now, I'm no TA guy, I'm not a crystal ball analyst, but the volume is up 25% today, and this is just on Coinbase. The buy percentage is 70%, and Coinbase recently took off the experimental label for those who are wondering and didn't see my last video, which I thought was awesome. I got back in recently, and this is one microcap that I'm actively DCAing into. It is high risk. Keep that in mind. It's a microcap. Microcaps by definition have low liquidity, and there's always potential to, yes, make a lot of money, but also lose a lot of money. So make sure if you ever decide to invest into Arcblock or research it further, you got to take that risk in consideration. But this is a crypto I believe in. I think it's going to net some pretty good multipliers. It's in the Web3 space. It helps build and scale dApps, decentralized applications, which are a huge focal point for layer one blockchains. I do believe layer ones are going to rip it yet again when the true bull run takes place. I think we're going to look at a lot of scaling solutions for them. And this is where Arcblock slides in like a glove. To be able to build and scale dApps, and Arcblock being blockchain agnostic and having a variety of programming languages to fit into, it makes it a very versatile crypto. And developers are going to lean towards Arcblock because of this versatility. And you can use what's called blocklets within their ecosystem to help build these apps and scale these apps. So Arcblock to me has a lot of hidden potential. It's very possible to be a whale of this crypto. If you go on their rich list on CoinCarp, to be in the top 100, you have to hold a little over 100K Arcblock, which is about 10K at this price. By no means am I telling you guys to put 10K into this crypto. I am not a financial advisor. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying this is some of the potential you have with these microcaps, in the sense that it doesn't take a huge upfront investment to become a top 100 holder when they're this low on market cap. And if you go on Etherscan, they still have less than 20K holders. So you can tell by looking at the list that if a couple of whales come in one day and they start looking at it, they can send the price soaring by themselves. And you, as a regular investor, I had someone that recently commented in my last video. He said he was in the top 75 holders. Like, the potential to be a top holder is an awesome place to be. And I'm not saying I'm doing that. I'm not saying for you to do that. I actually might consider it because this is a microcap that I do have a high level of conviction in. Despite the chart, I know if you click the old chart, it looks pretty bad. The all-time low was reached, I think recently at around 5 cents. It reached $1.66 back in 2018. Like I said, it is in the Web3 space. Coinbase is the only big exchange that's on. That's not yet on Binance, Gemini, Crypto.com. And, the whole time on Coinbase right now is 5 days. I would imagine this is going to increase a lot more because the experimental label came off. And we're seeing the volume already show that people are starting to buy it and buy it more actively. I got into Arcblock at around the 8 cent mark, and it already looks like it's establishing a higher low. So I wouldn't be surprised if it starts holding above 10 cents soon. And then at some point, I really do see it ripping. It went to 13 cents a week ago. This crypto is very volatile, like most microcaps. Most microcaps are volatile. We saw one recently with LCX went up over 55% in like 24 hours. So microcaps do have a lot of volatility. Obviously, once they shoot up, because there's not much liquidity and volume, oftentimes they come right back down. So you do see the volatility on both ends, but it looks like from the chart that Arcblock is it's still consolidating, but it keeps consolidating higher and higher and higher. So from the outside looking in, it makes me more bullish as an investor. And I'm probably going to look to DCA further once I see it come back down to hopefully around the 9 cent mark or even below. If you want to see when I DCA into Arcblock or any crypto, or just see when I buy, sell, and trade, or become part of my Discord community where we have many different investors, both beginner and advanced, feel free to join my Patreon and Discord. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments down below. Arcblock, to me, I think should definitely be on your watch list. If you believe in scaling solutions for blockchains, and you also believe, like I do, that layer ones are going to rip it yet again, this is the time to start looking at some of these plays, because at some point the focus is going to come. If we do not have a perfect layer one, What can we do to scale them? And even the layer ones that look perfect on paper, we're still going to need some scaling solutions for them, right? So Arcblock to me, I think has a lot of potential. I think Web 3.0 will come to the spotlight at some point in the future. Right now, a lot of people don't have exposure to it because it's only on Coinbase. And if you're not in the US, obviously you can't invest into Arcblock unless you buy it off probably a DEX, which I'm assuming some DEXs definitely have Arcblock. So it's a very hard crypto to get right now. Aside from being in the top like 0.5% of holders and being the top 100, it's even more rare to find this on one of your exchanges that you're probably using. So Arcblock to me, I do believe it's only a matter of time before this microcap nets some insane multipliers. Put it on your watch list, research it, and see for yourself if you want to get in. By all means, if you research it and you hate it, you look at the chart and you're like, you know what, it's crap, by all means stay away. There's plenty of other cryptos to invest in. This is just one that I think is going to do well in due time. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. How do you feel about Arcblock right now? Where do you see its price by the end of the bull cycle? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.